Welcome to WWE 2K25, the Golden Era flashback series I'm doing. And we'll just go back and check out some matches from that time period and wrestlers at that time period. So I think today I'll do Ultimate Warrior and Andre the Giant. So let's go to the ring here and get this match going. Because now what happened was, do this. Get the arena. There we go. In 1989, they were building up Ultimate Warrior to face Hogan in 90s. So yeah, that goes. We're going in the 90s a little bit, but the early 90s were like the 80s. There was the golden era or the 80s style. So, but this actually took place in 89. This feud it was mostly they did it on Saturday's Main Event, but it was mostly at like house shows, then televised house shows and stuff. But they were building up the Ultimate Warrior for Hogan, and then they used Andre to make him look good. So see the WrestleMania 6 attire. See how I got this. Yeah, put on normal, and there we go. So there's a Warrior and Andre. Let's go back to the 1989 here. So yeah, they were doing all the house shows, and Warrior would. Some of them they would have a longer match. Some of them Warrior would beat Andre in like 10 seconds. He'd come in and clothesline him and splash him and pin him. But it was all to make Warrior look good to fight Hogan. They did have him just completely destroy Andre the Giant. So probably the most prominent of those matches was a Saturday Night's Main Event match they had, which is on the on Peacock, or it's probably on YouTube as well. But if you the Saturday Night's Main Event is on Peacock, if you have it, you can watch the match. But yeah, they were just as far as Andre agreed to that, because Warrior completely destroyed him for it was mostly the summer and fall of 1989, and they were going around the country, and Warrior was just beating them up all over the place. But a lot of the matches were like really quick. But they did have some longer matches, but they had some nights where Warrior would come in, clothesline him, splash him, and win, and then run out. And I guess some of them weren't televised. Only the people there saw them. But some of the matches were on the house show They used to televise the house shows back in '89 and back in the '80s. From the Garden, the Philadelphia Spectrum, Boston Garden. So a lot of these were LA Sports Arena. They did, and some other places. They did some other ones that were televised on to the local markets. But yeah, this was a cool feud. But it was all to get Warrior ready for Hogan. So they figured, I guess, if Warrior could destroy Andre the Giant, what's he going to do to Hogan? And they help for the build for the match to WrestleMania 6, which was part of the golden era. I mean, it wasn't in the 80s. But it was early very early, only a few months into the 90s. So I can include that. I may do I'll do a Hogan Warrior feature as part of my golden era videos, because that was part of the golden era. Because the golden era is associated mostly with the 1980s, but it dripped into the early 90s a bit. So you'll see Andre. This is the attire that Warrior actually wore at WrestleMania 6 to fight Hogan with the painted chest. I'm glad they included this in the game, so I always like this look. But just if you remember these matches, Warrior and Andre, the Warrior Andre feud, and they had. I think Andre was on the Brother Love show with Warrior. He had the Warrior face paint on, and they did it on Saturday's Main Event to mock him. And Andre just beat Warrior, but Warrior was winning all the matches. I don't know if Andre won any of them that I know of. But it was it was a cool feud they had, and it happened in the summer, fall '89 before WrestleMania. We're leading into WrestleMania 6. And if you never heard about it, you just learned something. If you remember it, and it's just some memories of I always thought it was a cool feud, Andre and Warrior. So this is my 10th golden era video. I'll keep doing these. 11 will be coming up. See ya.